The Munich airport suddenly turned into a sea of purple as two BTS members, Jimin and Jungkook, arrived in Germany. The presence of the two immediately triggered extraordinary enthusiasm from thousands of ARMYs who had been waiting for hours. The color purple, which is synonymous with BTS, dominated the crowd, ranging from clothes, scarves, banners, to light sticks brought by fans. Since the news of their arrival began circulating on social media, the atmosphere around the airport grew increasingly crowded. ARMYs from various countries arrived to witness firsthand the brief moment when Jimin and Jungkook passed through to the vehicles that had been prepared for them. Many of them were willing to travel long distances just for the chance to see their idols up close. When the arrival gates finally opened, the sound of fans' screams instantly filled the airport area. Cheers, chants of Jimin and Jungkook's names, and BTS slogans echoed continuously. This moment made the atmosphere so chaotic that it caught the attention of other passengers who were at the location. Jimin and Jungkook appeared simple yet still radiated their signature charm. Both of them waved their hands and smiled several times at the fans who had been waiting with full enthusiasm. That small response actually made the ARMY's cheers even louder, creating a deeply emotional atmosphere. The dense crowd caused Jimin and Jungkook's steps to nearly come to a halt. The path prepared by security personnel was packed with fans trying to capture the moment using their phones. On several occasions, both of them had to slow down their steps due to very limited space to move. Security officers had to work extra hard to ensure that Jimin and Jungkook's journey continued smoothly. They formed a tight line around the two idols so they could pass through the crowd safely. Coordination was carried out quickly, considering the number of fans that continued to increase every minute. Several officers were seen constantly reminding fans not to push and to maintain their distance. Despite the very crowded atmosphere, most ARMYs tried to follow the security directions to ensure Jimin and Jungkook could continue their journey without any significant hindrance. This orderly attitude received appreciation from many other fans on social media. The Purple Sea phenomenon at Munich Airport once again demonstrated the immense influence of BTS in various parts of the world. The mere presence of Jimin and Jungkook was enough to turn the airport atmosphere into the center of attention. Many passengers who initially did not know about their arrival eventually stopped to witness the commotion taking place. Videos and photos from the location spread widely across various social media platforms in just a matter of minutes. Footage showing the sea of fans, echoing cheers, and the tight security surrounding Jimin and Jungkook quickly went viral. Many netizens referred to the sight as one of the most festive welcomes they had ever seen at a European airport. The enthusiasm of ARMYs was visible not only from the number of fans present, but also from their spirit in maintaining positive energy throughout the welcoming moment. Various banners bearing messages of support and welcome greetings were seen decorating the crowd, while passionate cheers continued to accompany the steps of the two BTS members. Jimin and Jungkook's arrival in Munich once again proved that every journey they take is always a highly anticipated event. The extraordinary welcome from ARMYs, the airport atmosphere turning into a sea of purple, and the security team having to work extra hard illustrated the massive enthusiasm for the two idols. Now, fans are looking forward to their next activities in Germany and hope to witness more special moments during Jimin and Jungkook's stay there. Based on various videos circulating on social media, the atmosphere at Munich Airport began to heat up shortly before the plane carrying Jimin and Jungkook was estimated to land. For some time beforehand, hundreds to thousands of ARMYs had filled the permitted area to welcome their arrival. As the arrival time drew closer, the number of fans continued to grow until the area was filled with a sea of purple. After the arrival process and airport procedures were completed, the attention of all fans was instantly directed toward the arrival gate. Phone cameras began pointing at the exit access, while cheers grew louder every time the automatic doors opened. Many thought Jimin and Jungkook would appear immediately, keeping the atmosphere full of anticipation for several minutes. The most anticipated moment finally arrived when Jimin and Jungkook were seen walking out of the arrival area. Within seconds, ARMY's screams echoed throughout the airport. The names of both were called from various directions, while hundreds of phones were instantly raised to capture the rare moment. The atmosphere, which was initially full of anticipation, instantly turned into a frenzy of cheers from fans. Jimin and Jungkook then walked toward the vehicles that had been prepared under the tight escort of security officers and their team. Due to the dense crowd along the path they took, their steps appeared slower than usual. Although they were only in the airport area for a relatively short time before entering the vehicles, every second of their journey became the center of attention for thousands of pairs of eyes that had been waiting with great enthusiasm. While walking to the cars, Jimin and Jungkook waved their hands and smiled at the fans several times. That simple response again triggered louder cheers from ARMYs. After both successfully entered the vehicles, the entourage immediately left the airport area, while fans continued to wave their hands until the cars were no longer visible. In the midst of such a crowded and noisy atmosphere, Jimin and Jungkook maintained a calm demeanor throughout their journey out of the airport. Despite being surrounded by guards and thousands of fans continuously calling their names, neither of them looked panicked. Instead, they slowed down their steps several times to respond to the ARMYs who had been waiting with full enthusiasm. Jimin appeared to wave his hand toward the crowd several times while flashing a warm smile. That simple gesture was immediately greeted with screams that echoed even louder throughout the arrival area. Many fans seemed unable to hide their emotional feelings because they could finally see their idols in person, even if only for a few seconds. Jungkook also greeted the fans by waving his hand and occasionally nodding his head as a sign of respect. At several moments, he appeared to look around to ensure he could greet the fans standing along the path to the vehicles. That friendly attitude once again showed his closeness to ARMYs on every occasion. Before entering the vehicles, Jimin and Jungkook were also seen bowing their bodies as a greeting to the fans. This signature greeting, which they often do, served as a form of appreciation for the support given by ARMYs, while reflecting the politeness that both have long been known for. This moment was immediately captured by hundreds of cameras and became one of the most shared clips on social media. Even though the atmosphere around them was very crowded and security had to work extra hard to clear a path, Jimin and Jungkook kept a calm expression throughout the process of leaving the airport. The smiles, waves, and respectful greetings they gave became brief, but memorable moments for the fans. For ARMYs, that simple interaction was enough to make the long journey and hours of waiting feel deeply meaningful. After leaving Munich Airport, ARMY's attention immediately shifted to the agenda that Jimin and Jungkook would undertake in the city. Until now, there has been no official statement from the agency detailing the purpose of their visit. However, that did not stop fans from discussing various possibilities regarding the activities of the two BTS members while in Munich. On various social media platforms, various speculations emerged from fans. Some suspected that Jimin and Jungkook would undergo practice sessions for their next schedule, while others estimated that both had filming agendas or preparations related to a secret project. There were also those who believed that this visit was related to a series of BTS activities in Europe. Nevertheless, all of these assumptions have not received official confirmation, so they remain a matter of discussion among fans. Munich itself is considered one of the important cities in Europe because it has excellent transportation infrastructure and easy access to various countries in the region. Its strategic location makes this city frequently become a transit point for international artists who are on tour or have schedules in several neighboring countries within a short period. For ARMYs, whatever the actual agenda may be, Jimin and Jungkook's arrival in Munich again demonstrated their high mobility amidst international activities. After capturing attention in various previous cities, all eyes are now on their next move, while waiting for an official announcement regarding the schedule and activities the two idols will undertake. The arrival of Jimin and Jungkook in Munich once again proved that the enthusiasm of ARMYs knows no national boundaries. From the purple sea filling the airport area, the continuously echoing cheers, to the security that had to work extra hard escorting their steps, the moment became a clear reflection of the immense support the two BTS members receive wherever they go. Although the interaction lasted only briefly, the warmth of the welcome from the fans managed to create memories that will be long cherished. Various videos and photos of the welcome at Munich Airport continued to circulate widely on social media, triggering diverse comments from fans around the world. Many call the atmosphere one of the most festive welcomes during Jimin and Jungkook's journey in Europe. Quite a few also admitted to getting goosebumps seeing thousands of ARMYs singing BTS songs and chanting the names of both idols together. Now, fans are just waiting for official news regarding the next agenda that Jimin and Jungkook will undergo. Whatever their next activity may be, the enthusiasm of ARMYs is guaranteed to accompany their every step, whether at the airport, event locations, or on social media, which is always buzzing with discussions about every latest moment. Do you think Jimin and Jungkook's welcome in Munich deserves to be called one of the most festive in Europe this year? Or is there another welcoming moment that you think was even more spectacular? If you were at Munich Airport at that time, what would you like to say to Jimin and Jungkook when they waved their hands and greeted the fans? Share your thoughts in the comments section.